This is a short intro or a call to action for defects that the Yocto project has to deal with. It's going to be a quick intro and a call to action. My name is Armin Kuster, and I work for Monte Vista Software, and I do some miscellaneous things in the Yocto project and Open Embedded. And you can find me on RC. My handle is armpit. And you can see the association there. All right, so first I want to get into a quick intro to what is the bug triage. Because it's this thing that happens off on the side, and then how to get involved. All right, the bug triage is a defect review board. We meet weekly on Thursdays. It's morning time in Pacific, about 7 a.m., 7:30 Pacific time, and it's sometime in the evening in UK time. You can find information about how to call in, the numbers and stuff on the virtual public meetings that the Yocto project has. Let's see if I can bring that up. So this is actually the same web page that has all the virtual meetings that the Yocto project has. So it has the monthly technical calls and so on and so forth. But the triage is the one we're concerned with. It's got all the information you need there to connect. It runs roughly an hour. We have a facilitator named Stephen Jolly. He puts together the call, and he walks us through the various steps to get things smoothly running in the meeting. We basically have two main tasks. The first one is reviewing new defects, where we find, it's all the typical stuff most people deal with defects, finding orders, setting priorities, milestones. Is this a valid defect? Is it filled out correctly? Things like that. The other thing is we actually review defect progress. We use various tooling, various things. One is like need info. This is where you ask somebody a question, you're waiting for a response. We track high profile issues, things that might be ship stoppers for the next release, or something that's very critical or major to the system, like auto builder issues and things of that nature that might come up that we want to track on a weekly basis. We do review old milestones, and then if we have time left over, we start going and pruning old defects that are older than 2 years. So that's kind of the mechanics behind what happens every week. If there's any time left, we kind of chat about progress of the project, things like that, if there's time left. So how to get involved. I would say call into the weekly meeting if you want to do that. We also, Stephen does send out a reminder once a week regarding defects. Here's a list of defects. He has it by category, like newcomer. Newcomers are things that the defect team deems that might be a good entry point for people new to the project. We have a wiki page that that actually explains the process and what we work through to vet new issues and track things. So this is kind of a landing page for it. It's included in the reminders for the weekly meeting. So for example, we'll start with these are new defects, the non-prioritized ones. These are the ones that came in from the last time we met. And then we go through and work through each of these bugs. And this is, if you find something interesting here, you may want to get involved or ask questions or facilitate resolving the issue. We also have a category called medium plus and 99 milestones. Those are the things that we've deemed we would like in the next release, in the 3.2, for example. And we also have another category called future, and that's things that are enhancements, things people stop working on or whatever, things that we don't want to lose the idea or what data is there, so it's kind of in the future bucket. So you're welcome to pick up those things. What's next? So we're looking for help. Over the last year or so, it's been pretty much the same small group of people going through all the defects and working on them. We could use help at any level. If you're interested in a particular feature like DevTool or shared state or anything like that, if you take a look at them and just start getting and asking questions. A place you might be able to help is finding reproducers. Those are the ones that tend to take us a long time to figure out, because somebody will log a defect and we may not know how to reproduce it, and the individual that logged it may not know either. So if we had a reproducer, that might help somebody go to the next step and resolving the issue. I do want to mention we have some defect heroes. These are people and companies that have been there for a very long time, providing resources off and on throughout the project, and they're very consistent. So Intel, Wind River, both been there from a corporate level. Joshua has been there for a very long time now. And this guy named Richard, who's been there helping out. So that's a quick intro to Defect, and that we need additional resources moving forward. If people can help, please step up, I guess. That's pretty much all I have. I know